So now we will do question number 14, 15 and 16 because all three of these questions have to do with the same topic, which is externality. So we will do these together in the same video. So before we do these questions, we can revise the concepts. So an external benefit or an external cost arises as a result of an effect outside of the operation of the market forces. So market forces means demand and supply. And so if there's an effect outside of the effect of or the operation of demand and supply, that effect is results in either an external cost or an external benefit. If the effect is captured using demand and supply in the operation of market forces, then it is a private cost or a private benefit. Now let's look at these options, these questions. Question number 14 is that the existence of a positive externality is possible when. So when is a positive externality possible? Option number A is that consumers are not the best judges of the future benefits from consuming a good. Now let's look at this option. So this says that consumers, they cannot capture the true benefit or the future benefit from consuming a product, and the benefits, these benefits are not shown or not captured by the market forces, because if they were captured by the market forces, then that means that the consumers would have been able to judge these benefits. So this actually means that the consumers, there's some external benefit that the consumers or some positive externality that the consumers, they don't know. And so this is option number A is actually the correct answer to this question. In question number 15, a firm opens a new factory on derelict ground on the outskirts of a town. What will be included among externalities arising from the opening of the new factory? So again, remember that external cost and external benefit arise as the result of an effect outside of the operation of market forces. So let's see which of these three effects are captured by market forces and which are not captured by market forces. So an increase in air pollution. Now this is a classic case of an externality, because whenever there's a factory being built or any production, and as a result there's an increase in air pollution or river pollution or water pollution or noise pollution, these things are not captured in the market demand and market supply. So this is an example of a externality, a negative externality. The second is an increase in the rent of neighboring factory sites. Now this is a rent, and we know that rent is something which is captured by demand and supply. Whenever you want to buy something, a house or a plot or a factory, there is a market, there's a demand and there's a supply, and so changes in rents are actually captured by the uh, market, are captured by demand and supply. So this is not an example of uh, an externality. So what we know is that this is an example of externality, and this is not an example of externality. Let's look at option number 3 now. The change in the appearance of the neighborhood. Again, this is something which is not captured by the markets, because there is no price for this, there is no quantities for this, and so this is not captured by demand and supply. So again, this is an example of an externality. And if we look at the options, option number C is the one which matches with what we've discussed so far. So option number C is the correct answer. Let's look at question number 16. Question number 16 says that a firm owns a bridge and charges all vehicle users who cross it. Now before we go to the options, let's look at this. So a firm who owns the bridge, so this is the supplier, and the users who cross it, these are the consumers. So if the charge is actually a profit for the firm and it is something which is a cost for the users, and we know that this is something which can easily be captured in the market forces of demand and supply. And so remember the definition that we did earlier, that all of those things which can be captured within the market forces, in other words by demand and supply, these are private costs and private benefits, right? So let's look at these options. So option number A is that this is a private benefit and a private cost. And so we know that this is what we just said. that the rent is a private benefit, or the charge is a private benefit for the firm which owns the bridge, and it is a private cost for the users who use the bridge. And so option number A is the correct answer.